Fortnite. Fortnite. It's been a while. I don't even know how much times I said it's been a while. So, I know it's been a year since I haven't made a video on this game. And so this video is just going to be me addressing that and speaking my reasons, answering some questions, and just giving getting out the whole vibe and see how things go on from here with this game and videos with this game. As you see, I still play this game. As you can tell, I always will be playing this game. It always just comes down to the videos, and so let's just queue into a solo game and just talk about it. So I know it's been a while since I've last played this, last made a video on this, and I do have my reasons as to why I haven't done a video on this game. And so, also by the way, before I get into my reasons, this is gonna be a normal video. This is not gonna be a meme video. I'm just here to speak on my whole thing, and that's it. As for those that don't know, my last Fortnite video was the live event for OG Chapter 1, The Big Bang. Here's the main question of the day that I think everyone's wondering. Will I be playing OG Chapter 2 when that drops? As if you don't know, OG Chapter 2 is gonna drop. And my question to that, and my answer to that is certainly OG Chapter 2 is, it's going to be an amazing season. I already know that for a fact. It's something that I just can't pass up. It's, Chapter 2 is one of the best chapters we ever seen with this game, and I miss that chapter a lot. I miss the map. I miss the vibes of that old chapter. And so a whole season dedicated to it. There's something that I have to make videos on it. There's no excuse not to make any videos on said season to that grace. What the heck is this? I cannot aim, as you can tell. So yeah, it's been a year since I haven't made a video on this game. And why have I been gone for so long, and why haven't I made videos on this game? And to put it quite simply, I have a couple of reasons. A lot are major, a lot are massive reasons. And let me just break it down. So, a big reason as to why I haven't made a video on this game is really due to the fact that, when making videos, with meme videos, with normal videos, with discussions and stuff, or for montages even, it's all been done already on YouTube. You could argue that racing games is the same thing, how others are making reviews on certain racing games like Forza Horizon, for Need for Speed. And that is true to an extent, but as big as a game Fortnite is, you gotta take into account of how many people are making videos on this game, how many popular streamers there are, how many popular YouTubers there are. And so I'm just out here feeling like kinda useless in this whole space, because my Fortnite videos in general don't get that much attention. They don't get that much views at all. And that, well, I don't feel motivated in making them, as I did like when I started this whole thing like 5 years ago. Obviously, when it comes to making videos in general with this game, I'm only dealt with two types of videos I can actually make. One video being a normal video of me discussing something, and another video being a meme video. Montages are out the window. They're thrown out the window. Why is that? Well, what I've said a year ago is quite the my reasoning. I said that I was done with montages, not because I didn't enjoy making them, because I fairly did, but mainly because I wanted to focus on racing games, and so I did, as well as those not getting any retention in terms of views at all. I noticed that with montages, those videos weren't getting me anywhere. And even when they did give me the views I wanted, the views I expecting or was expecting with them, like over a couple hundred views, they didn't really mean anything, because it was just a montage at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't something like a discussion video where it's kind of worth subscribing to a set to the subscriber to the YouTuber, or a meme video where it's funny, and so the viewer can get into that. With montages, there's all kinds of different montages out there that have better stuff than me in terms of editing with the video. They got a lot better editing than me, as well as just better gameplay. They have all the mechs that they serve to get, and all of the above. So there's no point in making montages at that point. And then you have meme videos, and meme videos are an interesting one because, alright bro, meme videos are an interesting one because you don't really have much YouTubers making them. But in terms of views, in terms of enjoyment when making them, when having to deal with the lobbies that you have to face in, which can be a massive problem sometimes, and then just a massive annoying aspect of making those videos and having to gather all the meme sound effects for said meme video can be very tedious, very annoying, very time consuming, and you're just left with something that isn't worth the time, considering the amount of views you get out of it, which is not even much. And then normal videos, which is probably the one that gives you the most in general, I would say. Gives you the most in general in terms of that you can get a lot of views from normal videos of discussing something like your favorite chapter, your favorite, what do you dislike about a chapter, what's your favorite shotgun, what are the best shotguns in the game, your rankings and all this. But the problem with those is that exactly what I said, you can either get really good views or not, and you have to be kind of strategic with that, as well as the fact that you got to think of what video you're making. If you're making a normal ranking video, most likely it won't get that much views because well, everyone else has done it. And if everybody else has done it, there's not really much of a point in making a video like that, right? And so then you have the unique ones which can or cannot. And even with those, then you know, I can have the potential to make those videos and such. And I might consider it in the future. But here's the thing, right? I've dedicated my channel to being racing games and only that for quite a bit of years now. Since the end of 2022, I've dedicated myself to making purely racing game videos, and that's what I want to continue to do. I don't feel the need to make videos on this game, ultimately because of my enjoyment when making these videos, and that it is also not necessary to make videos on these games, on this game. That is the main goal at the end of the day. I want to grow my channel. I've been trying to do that ever since I am able, ever since I was able to make longer videos and make actual full-length videos. You know, from 2019 to 2021, I wasn't able to make long length or, you know, normal length videos because of all the storage issues I had at the time. And now I'm finally able to make those videos ever since the end of 2022 when Need for Speed Unbound came out, which was a time when Chapter 4 dropped, I think. And so as soon as I was able to do that, I started to stray away from the game because of that, because I was able to make those videos and finally able to make the videos I wanted to make. I've been always wanting to do reviews on certain games, certain racing games, talk about certain things with certain racing games. And the fact that I was able to do said thing, to do that thing that I always wanted to get out of my channel, it was amazing. And seeing all the positive reception, all the positive stuff going on all on about with these videos, seeing that the views were actually coming in, the subscribers were coming in, the likes were coming in, the comments were coming in, made me realize that I had to focus on that. And instead of just doing Fortnite and just Fortnite. And I always thought to myself that if I were to go back to Fortnite and make videos on Fortnite alongside racing games, that my channel will be kind of not convoluted, but wouldn't have a certain theme. Obviously, I'm a racing gamer. I'm a car guy. I've been loving cars ever since, well, Horizon 2 dropped, and which was 2014. I've been a car guy since that year, and well, and so I wanted to build this channel in that aspect. Obviously, for those that don't know, I had a previous channel that is now deleted, but was my channel, and that channel kind of revolved around Fortnite. It revolved around this game, and I didn't really want that with this channel. When making this channel, I wanted to focus on racing games, but I wasn't really able to, because I wasn't able to make the videos I wanted to make, and always had trouble with the videos I wanted to make and such. I already spoke on that. And so my main get out here is that when Chapter 2 OG comes out this season, the videos will be coming out. They will be dropping. I will make videos on that game. The Solo Madness series will be coming back. I will bring that back. So be excited for when that drops, when that season comes out, because I will be dropping it. Hopefully I can get a win during that season. But what about after the season? What would I be doing with the future of this game and my future videos with this game after the season? And to be honest, I can't give you an answer. I don't feel like making videos on this game anymore. And it's not in the reasons that I don't, enjoy this game, because I do. As you see, I'm playing it, and not for the reasons where I'm trying to explain myself, but I play the game in general. Some of y'all had to realize that this is my most played game in general. This is my most played game on Xbox, whatever you want to say. It is my most played game. So it's not like I'm not enjoying the game, because I am. But can I say that I'm enjoying the videos? No. I'm not enjoying making the videos. I'm not enjoying making the meme videos. Montages are done, out the window. And for normal videos, well, I don't know. I don't enjoy making these videos. I really don't. With everything in terms of the matchmaking, the process of making them. All of that, all the above, I just don't enjoy it. I'd rather play the game than make videos on it. In terms of a lot of things. And so, my answer in terms of me coming back after OG Chapter 2 is that I might be coming back. I might make videos on the game. And I might. I won't guarantee it, because I'm never gonna keep promises that I will not keep. I'm not trying to do that. In the past, I made a bunch of promises that I just didn't keep at all. And so, I'm not gonna guarantee me coming back. But I will say this. If I find a chapter really good, and if another OG season comes back, not only being chapter 3, then you will see me come back. And so I'll be more than glad to come back whenever that happens. So if chapter 6 is really good, then I will come back and make a video on it. And if chapter 3 OG comes back or drops, then I will make videos on that. Otherwise, no. And so that kind of wraps up my whole discussion on that. You guys can watch the rest of this video if you guys like. I'll just run it with this, and I'll see you guys next time. If you guys don't want to keep watching this, but for those that want to keep watching this, let's run up the gameplay. I can still be on the mic. Hopefully I don't die. Hopefully you can get Cube Assassin before, Alright, where is he? Where the hell is he? Wait, I don't... Oh, she's right there. Okay, alright. Alright, he's dead. Or she? I don't know. She? You? Whatever you want to say. But I guess I can also say what I think about the Chapter 5 map in general, or Chapter 5 in general. And Chapter 4, if you will, I guess. Even though I did talk about Chapter 4 last time in OG season. or OG Chapter 1, but um, I thought Chapter 5 was alright. Uh, Season 1 was kind of, it was what it was. It was kind of a start, so it was a bit slow. Season 2 was a massive missed opportunity. Uh, it really was good in beginning, and just kind of fell flat because they didn't really add much to the theme of the season, and instead just cared about the collab, which was Avatar, and they didn't really expand upon the theme of the season overall. So to me, that was kind of mid. And then season 3. Now season 3 is interesting one, because you probably think I love that season because it had to do with cars, and no. No, I didn't. I didn't really like that season at all. I didn't think it was all bad, but in terms of my opinion, I thought it was pretty mid, kind of like how season 2 was, except it went with the theme a lot better than season 2 did. It stuck with its theme for what it was, even though some of the things were kind of ridiculous, like the fists, like a lot of things of that season. But yeah, that's my overall thought of season 3. Didn't really play much of it, and I didn't really care to play much of that. And we had but we had season 4, and season 4 is easily the best season out of the bunch. And obviously it was a Marvel season, and how that compared to Chapter 2 season 4. And that is a lot of shoes to fill, because Chapter 2 season 4 is one of the best seasons of all time. No doubt about it. And honestly, this season didn't really live up to the greatness of Chapter 2 season 4, in my opinion. It had a lot of ups. I did like its theme with Doom kind of taking over, all that kind of stuff was pretty cool. But in terms of my opinion, I feel like they could have done more with the Marvel theme. They didn't really do much, in my opinion. Like, when you look at Chapter 2 season 4, they had all kinds of things going on with all the mythics, with all the new locations. Well, one main new spot, which is Stark Industries. That was a massive part with the overall season, as well as all the Marvel LTMs that came out with it, like Marvel Takeout, Marvel Takeover, or Marvel Knockout and Takeover, sorry. And with this season, all you had for Marvel items were Black Panther, Captain America, Iron Machine, or War Machine, Iron Man, that came out later. That's kind of it. And some, Doom stuff, obviously looks like a boss in like Thanos. That had like a season 4 chapter 1. That was it. So it wasn't okay. It could have been done better. We could have a lot more mythics, stuff like that. Map changes, yeah, pretty good, I guess. Most of the map changes that we've seen were from start of the season, which were the Doom areas, which are pretty good, to be fair. All of them. I love Courtyard. Doom's Courtyard is really nice. I like that POI in general. It's like my main go-to POI. And yeah, but that's about it. And then you have the Doom LTM, and like that was the only LTM that dropped, which was Day of Doom, and was basically Avengers Endgame, the Avengers Endgame LTM, but done worse, because it had the loadouts were very questionable, in the sense that they were just kind of normal loadouts with some with the occasional superhero stuff, and so it wasn't very good in my opinion. It was a lot less fun compared to Endgame, but it was still fun in my opinion. But that was the only LTM throughout the entire season. Obviously, Horde Rush, but Horde Rush is always going to come back during Halloween. But speaking of Halloween, then we have Four Nightmares, which was actually fairly good Four Nightmares to be fair. We haven't had a good Four Nightmares in a while. I think the last time was 2020, which was the Chapter 2 Season 4 Four Nightmares Midas Revenge, and you know how good that season or that we obviously know how good that was, and I would say it does live up to being one of the best Four Nightmares. This Four Nightmares, I thought it was pretty good, and yeah, so ultimately, yeah, this season was good, but not one of the best of all time, like how Chapter 2 Season 4 was. So it didn't really live up to its greatness, in my opinion. But it's still like within, the top 10, maybe top 15. Maybe top 10 to top 15. Definitely top 15 in terms of best Fortnite seasons, in my opinion. But not one of the best of all time. So that's my overall thought on this season. But what about the chapter? What I thought about the entire chapter? Obviously I thought it was alright. But what about the map? Now, obviously, for those that are, I didn't really like the Chapter 4 map very much. I thought that the POIs weren't very good. With this chapter, I actually like the map a lot for this chapter. I wouldn't say I like it more than Chapter 3, 2, or 1, but I definitely like it better than Chapter 4. I would say it's a step up from Chapter 4 by a landslide. So yeah, in terms of the rankings of the chapters in general, I don't know. Chapter 4 and 5 are kind of intertwined to being the worst chapter. In terms of what you prefer, like the seasons in Chapter 4 were a lot better, in my opinion. Overall, that is. The map I didn't really like that much in Chapter 4, but I like the map in Chapter 5 a lot. The lore in Chapter 5 is a lot better in Chapter 4. Not much was going on in terms of the story in Chapter 4, so it could really be interchangeable of what you would prefer in terms of you like in Chapter 5 or Chapter 4. So for Chapter 6, I hope it turns out to be a lot better than the last few chapters. I hope it turns out to be longer, because I'm missing those longer chapters. I'm really hating these early chapters in general. So I'm hoping that we can get back to the 2 years, or if not, the 1.5 year chapters. That could go well too. So we can, enjoy the map for what it is a lot more, and enjoy the Chapter 4 that is a lot longer than what we usually get, and things like that. So that's why. Oh wait, did the Caretaker just take a lot of damage with the thing exploding there? I think he did. You guys seen that? Like, his health bar went down though. But yeah, that's overall what I thought about Chapter 5, and hopefully the future of Fortnite turns out to be massive and still crazy with Chapter 6, and obviously OG Chapter 2. Obviously, that's gonna be really good. I can't wait for that season. It's gonna be amazing, and I'll see you guys with OG Chapter 2 when it drops. Videos will come out with that season. And by the way, racing games are here to stay. I'm not gonna stop with those. Those are gonna be still the normal stuff. Obviously, I'm not gonna be making Fortnite videos not much after OG Chapter 2. And during OG Chapter 2, there will be still racing game videos dropping. Like Volume 9 is coming out next month, and during then, OG Chapter 2 will be still running. So there will be racing game videos still coming out and still dropping in meantimes and all that kind of stuff. And so that's it, guys. Hope you guys enjoy your you know, your life, and I'll see you guys later with OG Chapter 2.